Hinge is like the American healthcare system. It puts all the doctors behind a paywall. Literally, like anyone deemed valuable by society, you have to pay extra to message, which is how I ended up on a date with a white guy who says the N-word. Yeah, oh my God, hard R. It was brutal. We were sitting drinking craft beer in Brooklyn, and he dropped it in the context of a story about a black guy talking about another black guy, and I was like, wow, you did it. You said the word. And he said, well, yeah, like the story wouldn't be as funny if I didn't actually say it. And I'm a comedian. I know all about committing to the bit, but that is not a bit worth committing to. That is also not a fun and flirty first date story. Being a white guy who says the N-word is an absolute deal breaker for me. Like, not only because it's racist, but because I love karaoke. And I could never date someone who can't be trusted at karaoke. It's terrifying. You never know when a sing-along is gonna turn into a hate crime. And oh my God, so already off the table, done. Yeah, I'm wearing pink. We are still, it's still warm outside. We can still call this the summer of Barbenheimer. There was Halloween last week, plenty of Barbies and Kens. Did you guys see the Barbie movie? Yeah. And if you didn't see the movie, are you at least aware of the fact that movie exists? Yeah. Yes, that was the most marketing I've ever seen for a movie. Like, not necessarily the best, just the most. And I think it lived up to the hype. Like, Ryan Gosling is so good in that movie that I'm starting to think that men might be funny. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So I know. It's just one guy in one movie. I don't want to be too dramatic, make broad, sweeping statements. I put that joke on TikTok, and a guy commented like, you Nepo babies get one comedy writing job and think you're Norm Macdonald. And I was like, first of all, again, thank you for the Canadian representation. Along with Shania Twain, Norm Macdonald is one of our best. And also it was kind of cool because I'd never been called a Nepo baby before, which is huge for my parents. It's so exciting. Like they've made it in show business without even trying. And I was thinking, like, who does this guy think I'm related to? Like, so my name is Orli Matlow. The closest celebrity I could think of with the name Matlow is Rob Lowe's son, Matt Lowe. First name Matt, last name Lowe. But that's not me. I do not benefit from the Rob Lowe bump, which in the 80s was just cocaine. Yeah, I could be a Nepo baby if I wanted to. Like, I could waltz right into Eights Chaim Day School in Toronto, Canada, and demand a job as a guidance counselor, and they would give it to me. But I have too much integrity for that. I have too much integrity. That's why I'm in comedy, where no Matlow has gone before. Yeah, I've gone on some really boring dates. I went on a date with a gerontologist. That was a doctor who snuck past the paywall because he works with old people. That's what a gerontologist is. And yeah, I was doing my tight five. He wasn't really feeling it. So in an act of desperation, I took out my phone and I'm like, oh, this guy likes old people. Like, here's this adorable video of my grandpa dancing at my cousin's wedding. Because if there's one thing men can't resist, it's 96-year-old Irving Matlow dancing to Motown's greatest hits. So I showed him this video and he was sitting there nodding. He was like, wow. That is a good fall prevention stance. Which is important because did you know that when an old person falls and breaks their hip, there's an 80% chance they'll be dead within the year? Right? And this was a date, so I was just like, wow. I bet you say that to all the girls. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night.